Chocolate pastry is a versatile dough for pastry chefs. It forms a shortbread-like crust that's the base for so many tarts and cookies. I'll start by showing you the fundamentals, a basic chocolate pastry dough, and then I'll turn that into chocolate slice cookies. Once you've got that skill down, we'll move on to tarte au chocolat. This is a French bistro classic. After that, you'll be ready for the advanced application of warm chocolate orange tarts. And then for something pretty and fun, I'll show you how to make piped chocolate garnishes. But let's start at the beginning with that basic chocolate pastry dough. And it is very much like making a cookie dough. I've got half a cup of soft butter here. And into that, I'm going to sift half a cup of icing sugar. This makes a nice soft dough to start with. But I'll just beat this until it's smooth. And what I'll do now is separate 3 egg yolks. And by not using whole eggs, that's another step contributing to a very tender pastry. I'll just beat these in. And I'll sift in a cup of cake and pastry flour. Cornstarch is really a pastry chef's trick. A couple of tablespoons can really take a nice pastry into just that ultimate tender pastry. Next, half a cup of Dutch processed cocoa powder. The last thing, half a teaspoon of salt. And then I simply mix this until it's blended. And I'll spoon this onto a sheet of plastic wrap. And because I'm going to use this particular batch of dough to slice cookies, I want to shape it into a log, and I use the plastic wrap to do that. Gently roll back and forth. This has to chill until it's firm so I can slice it, and that can take a couple hours. You can also freeze this dough and then just pull it out, thaw it in the fridge before you slice and bake. I have one that's already chilled down. I slice the dough directly from the fridge. And I make slices just 1/8 of an inch thick. I have my baking tray lined with parchment paper. These are ready for the oven. I've preheated it to 325, and they just take about 12 minutes. I can smell the chocolate. There, beautifully done. And they're just so pretty and nice and tender, but I like to add a finishing touch to them. And I'm dusting just half the cookie with icing sugar. And there you go, a simple chocolate cookie slice from that basic chocolate dough. And it has that beautiful snap to it, a bit of a crunch, but it's tender at the same time. So now that you've really got a handle on the skills behind making a good chocolate dough and a simple use for it, you're ready to move into the next level, tarte au chocolat.